Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear student, once again come to my class Accounting Information System. Today we will study the QuickBook, and the topics are designing the various lists in the QuickBook. In the previous class I told you how a company could be created in the QuickBook software. Because if you did not create a company, then you will not be able to operate the QuickBooks software. So whenever you enter into a business, so there must be a company. Whenever you making purchases, so there must be a company. Whenever you making sales, so there must be a company. For a company, we purchasing goods and services, we selling goods and, or that might be to record some expenses, or to record some assets or liabilities. So first of all, creating these lists are highly important. If we do not create entering bills and pay bills, these are for vendors, and then sales orders, accept credit cards, create sale receipt, estimates, etc., etc. These are for what? These are for the purpose of customer. Now, whenever you recording a single transaction in the business, let's see, you need every time the item list, vendor list, customer list. For example, I'm starting from here. What is this? This is a purchase order, and I told you there are some non-posting document and there are some posting documents. So this is a purchase order. Majority of the student asked from me why the purchase order is a non-posting document. So this is not posting document because it do not affecting our financial statements. Let's see, this is the list. Look, in the list there is nothing, but if we creating a list, a vendor list, then all the vendors will be displayed here from this drop down list, and you can select your desired vendors in this area. See, this is what, this is item, but in the item list there is nothing. Okay, so we cannot operate with the required speed. I mean, first of all we have to add an item and then we selecting. So therefore, designing or developing vendor list, item list, and customer list. See, customer list is not, we added one customer ABC, but before going to a transaction, we need what? We need vendor list, we need item list, we need customer list, because every transaction would be related to some vendors, or it may be related to items, or that may be related to some customers. Therefore, designing and developing the various list in the QuickBooks software is very important. Okay, now the topics are to design a vendor list. Now the question is, how a vendor list could be developed in the QuickBooks software. See student, this is the vendor. You clicking on the vendor, and then this window will be displayed to you. You can select the desired option, mean the vendor here. So here are two options. One is new vendors and adding multiple vendors. What do we mean by new vendor or a single vendor? Whenever we want to add a single vendor to the available list, or we want to update the vendor list, we clicking on the new vendor to select a single vendor in the vendor list. Or if we want to add multiple vendors, mean you starting from the very beginning and already you have a list, and then you want to add those vendors to the vendor list, you can click on this option. But here we will first go through the single option. So we will click on this one, new vendors. So it will be displayed to you. You can add a vendor name. So a vendor name, a vendor may be a company, or that may be an individual, that may be mean a group of people. So here some government units. Okay, so here you selecting what? Vendor name. So vendor may be a company. For example, there are different steel mills. I told you we operating a steel business, and the name of the business is Carbon Steel, which is written up here. So we purchasing steel products from different steel mills and then selling to the customers. Okay, you can think that at this point this is a wholesale business, but slowly and gradually we will convert this into a steel mill. That how the steel product will be produced and how it will be recorded in the QuickBooks software. So here you writing, for example, I am purchasing steel products from the Han Steel. Han Steel. Okay, so you can write it down, Han Steel, and this is the company name, Han Steel. Han Steel Limited or whatever the complete name be. So in this steel mill, there may be some person, some focal person to whom you are in dealing with. Okay, so that may be a purchase manager from whom you purchase. For example, I am saying John. So here see, this is Mr. MS. Mr. is used for what? Mr. is used for a single individual, but he may be a male. He should be a male. Okay, and Mr. MS, yeah, Mrs. Or Mrs. we using Mrs. for female, and MS is used for company. For example, I am using here Mr. and the name of the person is Mr. John. Okay, middle identity. So if the person having some middle name, you can write down here. But I am writing here the last name. The last name be Mr. John Ahmad Zay. Okay. So this is the middle name. Job title, for example, he is a purchase manager in this company. Okay, so here the main phone, for example, the phone number is this is the phone number. Okay, and work mean this is his personal phone number, and his work phone number may be 9377877, whatever the phone number may be. Okay, so mobile, if he using a mobile, so you can write his mobile number as well, 784 whatever that may be. So fax number, if he using a fax, so you can also write down the fax number. Okay, this is for example the fax number. Okay, and emails, you can write down the emails. For example, I'm writing john.hansteel@gmail.com. Clear? And CC email, if you want to send some emails mean to other people as well, like to the finance department, so you can write down the name or the email address of the finance Han Steel @gmail.com. Okay, so website, if having a website. Clear? Other mean if you want to add other information like home phone number, alternative phone number, alternative mobile, alternative LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, so whatever, Skype ID, for example, I am writing a Skype ID or WhatsApp number, so you can write it down here. So the Skype ID will be, for example, John123, for example, this is his Skype ID. So look, this is address detail, a bill from, shipped from. Okay, so bill from Steel mean the bill is coming from where, and shipped from mean one is the main office, mean which is inside the factory, and the other is general office that may be located in some market. So where you want to address these these bills are the item you receiving. So for example, bill is coming from one place, but the goods are coming from the factory or from the production unit. And if these are coming from the same, so you can click on this copy and it will be automatically written down here. These are the various information you entered in the vendor. So maximum information you can record. This is the payment setting. See what is here in the payment second, account number. So the vendor just sharing his account number and you directly depositing the checks and the bills in his account, or the cash payment you do not making and the cash is directly goes to the account number. For example, I am saying this is the account number, okay? And credit limit. The vendor just mean giving a credit limits that you can purchase goods and services up to this much amount. For example, I am saying the Khan still giving me a credit line up to $50,000. So they will, whenever the invoice reaching to the $50,000 and the QuickBook giving me a message that you have the rights up to $50,000, so then I cannot record the same transaction, okay? Payment terms, as you did study in the financial management, that there are various payment terms like what we 1% in net 30. 1% in net 30, we mean that there will be 1% discount if you making payment in 10 days, and there will be no discount if the payment goes to the 30 days. 2% is the same case, that there will be 2% discount if the payment is made. If we making payment within 10 days, so we receiving 2% discount and there will be no discount. We will pay the net bill, mean the value of the bill. Net mean the value of the bill if the payment is made beyond 10 days, mean within 30 days, that we will say this. Consignment is another business, and I think you know better what do we mean by consignment, that the goods are shipped and whenever we selling, so we deducting our commission and the remaining amount will be deposited to the vendor. So for example, I am selecting this option that I will receive a 2% discount if I am making within 10 days. Like the invoice date is for example 28 June and 10 days reaching like 3 days, like after 10 days 28, so it will be 8 July. So whenever I'm making payment up to 8 July, the QuickBook automatically deducting 2% from the net amount. And so this is another option. And here is another option, billing rate level. Billing rate level. By billing rate level, we mean whenever we receiving the services of some professional and those professional charging us based on hours, so we will rate these hours like per hour he charging from us $100 or $50. So see, like 8 me, okay? So fixed hourly rate, use the same hourly rate for all services and custom hourly rate per services item. What does it mean? It means that we fixing the hourly rate, and whenever he's sending us the bills, the QuickBook automatically charging or calculating the amount payable with this hourly rate. For example, I am writing here $100 per hour. So whenever he's sending his bill, automatically QuickBook will give this option that his hourly rate is $100 and custom hourly rate for services items. This means that whenever he receiving bills, so the hourly rate will be different from that of the fixed. So we can select this one and the other one. So I'm select this one, but I don't need to select this one for the Han Steel because he is not a professional person who providing services, but who the Han Steel is the person who providing steel products. So this is not necessary here. So I'm canceling here, okay? This is tax setting. If if the vendor sending us his tax ID, so we recording his tax ID here, but that is for vendor eligible for 1099. These are the different contract forms, and you can click on this and you can read it in detail. We don't need here because we don't have sometime the tax ID, or we have nothing with the tax ID with the of the vendor, so therefore I'm leaving here. Account setting. So account setting mean if you selecting few accounts here and you making a transaction with the Hans Steel, automatically these accounts will come to the bills. For example, I am selecting this one and I am selecting here for example, interest expense, and you keep these accounts in your mind, and I will tell you that how whenever I am selecting the Hans Steel in a bill, so how these accounts will be support you to make a transaction. Okay, freight and shipping cost, I selected these three. So these are the different accounts I can select for Hans Steel. So additional information, vendor type, okay, consultant, service provider, supplier. So I'm saying he is a supplier, so you can select here. So these are the maximum information I recorded for the Hans Steel, and you can go through with this single name also. I mean, if you don't need this information, you are not recording, and the QuickBook works to go through with this single information. So these are the different information you can record for a single customer or vendor. So make it okay and it will be added. So we added Hans Steel here. It come to the list. Now whenever you coming to the purchase order, so see purchase order, now whenever you selecting, so the Hans Steel is here. You selecting the Hans Steel, but whenever you coming to the item that what you are purchasing from the Hans Steel, so it goes blank. Okay, so we have to develop the item list, and then we selecting what item we purchasing from the Hans Steel, and that will be selected with the rates, and if you need that the steel I'm purchasing from the Hans Steel will be sold to this particular customer, so a double entry will be passed, mean it will be recorded in the customer ledger as well as in the vendor ledger. So these look, click no list. So these lists are very important to be developed first. See, okay students, now you have to select these vendors. You can also select like list. Okay, these are the list: item list, fixed asset item list, price level list, billing rate list. We will study these all one by one, but to start operation in the QuickBook, these three and these items and services are very important. This is the chart of account. You clicking on a single icon, and that mean a self-explanatory window will be open to you, and you just recording the information over there. Okay student, so this is the way to design your vendor list. And first of all, you clicking on the new vendor. Let's see this multiple option. Okay, see, this is open to you. You can record many of them. You can copy down, mean whenever you clicking on copy down. So okay, so you can record many vendors here one by one, and if you have an already developed list, you can copy it from here. Okay, so customize column. You can customize these column according to your own desired, mean the list you already prepared, and you then customizing these columns, so you can select one by one. See what is here. Company name, look, this is company name. Okay, vendor name, this is vendor name. Okay, this is Mr. Miss first name. If you want to add more information, for example, I need the account number, so you just clicking on add button, and account number will be automatically here. This is the account number. See, it comes here. Okay, so account number will also be mean whenever you making it. Okay, so it may also come to the company name, first name. Okay, and then you see the account number will be here. Address 1, address 2, address 3, address 4, and this is the account number. Okay. This is the account number. Okay, the account number I designed for the hard steel automatically came here. So whenever you want to delete some columns from this item list, again you clicking on customize. Okay, so if you don't need any column here, for example, I don't need, so I remove it. Okay, I don't need this one, I remove it. I don't need this one, I remove it. Okay, I don't need this. For example, I don't need account number, and then I'm removing, so it will be removed from here. Account number will not see this. This is the account number. I delete it, make it okay. Automatically the account number is deleted from the list. So this is the way to develop what? To develop or design list of multiple vendors at the same time. You have already a well updated list in the Excel sheet, and you copying the whole Excel sheet one by one to this list, you can do that. Okay, student, I hope you understand the vendor list, that how a vendor list will be developed in the QuickBooks software. So I told you the way that there are two options in the QuickBooks software to develop the list or to update the list. Whenever you developing a new list, you adding one by one, but whenever you have already well designed list, well updated list, and then you copying that list to the QuickBooks software, you can go through this multiple option. Okay, add multiple vendors to the. I hope you understand that how a single vendor will be added to the QuickBooks software, and how multiple vendors will be added to the QuickBooks software to update vendor information list. Thank you. Okay, now next is how a customer list will be designed. In designed meaning that whenever you designing a new list, update it, or how it would be updated. For example, you have list in the QuickBooks software and a new customer is coming, and you want to add him to the updated customer list, then you adding one by one. So this is the same case as you studied before in the vendor list. Click on the customers. Okay, so whenever you clicking on a customer, you have to come here to new customer and jobs. So see, new customer, add job, add multiple customers and job. Okay, so click on the new customers, and this is the same. Customer name mean your customer may be a company, okay, or it may be an individual. So if there is a company, you have to record what? The company name here. So I'm for example, I'm selling to Rahim Gardizi. Okay, so you writing here Rahim Gardizi. Okay, and again you writing the complete name of the company, Rahim Gardizi. Okay, and you can write down the focal person name, for example Mr. Atta Mullah Khan, and his surname will be like that, maybe for example Ahmadi. Okay, you can write down job title. For example, he might be a purchase manager, he might be a sales manager. He might be an officer or same, whatever the position may be you regarding here. Same is the case here, +9317723, whatever the phone number, work phone number you regarding here. So 78345 and mobile number +93782782783. So you regarding here his mobile number, email address, for example, Athaullah, purchase manager, purchase department. Are you writing his email address, whatever the email address may be, @gmail.com. Same is the case with CC email. If you want to CC it to the finance department, okay, mean that he must pay the bill finance@rahimgardizi.com. okay, if he having this email. Website you writing or recording his website address www.rahimgardizi.com. You understand, student? So other, in case of other, if you want to some other URL, Skype ID, WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you can add here. Facebook, his Facebook ID is, for example, Ataullah Ahmadi. Clear? And you have to copy the address here, mean ship to and bill to. Invoice or bill to mean I am sending invoice to the customer to his general office or to his main office or to the factory. If both of the offices are or addresses are the same, so you can record the similar addresses in the board. Same is the case here with the payment terms, account number we need, customer account numbers. So for example, our customer accounts number, we need customer accounts number. Sometime we giving commission or discount, so and then we depositing. Sometime there is a refund, so we must need that his account number should be with us. So this is, for example, his account number. Okay, credit limits, for example, I am giving for up to $40,000. Payment term, you can select the payment term that there will be 1% discount if he making payment within 10 days, and there will be no discount if he made payment. Okay, price level, you can define price level, but price level, for example, for different customers we have different prices. Okay, to someone we giving discounts, to someone we giving mean margins, and then we defining the price level that for this specific products we will charge him. Look, see. Okay, so for price level you need first the item list. If the item list is not here, you cannot record. So I will tell you about the price level, and there in the list also the price level is given. Like this is the list, and we will develop price list. So we will develop a price list also for different customer. Okay, for different customer there are different price levels. Okay, students, so leave the price level at the moment. I will tell you how a price level will be designed or how it will be listed. Okay, and preferred delivery method. Okay, how you will mail, mean how you will send the invoice, through email, through mail, or through none. I am selecting none of these two. I am sending by hand. Okay, prepared payment method. What we mean, cash, you accepting cash from customer, check from customer, leave these all. Okay, I am accepting cash, so you recording cash here. Okay, well, whenever we selecting cash or whenever we making a transaction with this customer, automatically cash will mean we receiving cash from him, automatically cash account will be selected. And if there is a credit card number, so you can record the credit card number, mean the expiry and name of the card and address from which bank it has been issued you need. But leave this thing because this is not happening in the Afghanistan, so we don't need this information. But if you have this information, you can record. Mean you demanding a copy of the credit card and then filling all the information here in these boxes. So sales tax setting, if your tax code, okay, so these are blocked here. We cannot record here resale number. If he having any resale number, you can record it here. Additional information, customer type, select. Okay, from advertisement, referral, retail. I'm saying I'm a wholesaler, so I'm selling to the retailer. So he is a representative. You regarding his name, mean the name of the representative. So we will design this list later on. Job information, job description. What is his job description? He is a purchase manager or purchase officer in the business. Okay, job title, job description. In job description you have to give full information, like I am saying responsible for purchases and payments. Clear? And what is his job title or job type? You click here, commercial, residential. So I'm selecting he is a commercial. Job status, pending. Okay, these jobs are often used in construction or in manufacturing. Each order is a specific job for you, and I will tell you in detail whenever we studying various jobs. Okay. Look student, for example, job, I'm telling you, look student, for example, I'm receiving an order. That specific order is a specific job, but I have to mean this job is mean what, this is the status of the job. Okay, job status mean none, pending, awarded. Okay, I'm saying none. Okay, because I don't have start date and projected end date. You giving here end date. Okay, mean actual end date and projected end date. These are the various information you giving to him, but these are jobs information. To every customer there should be an associated job. Okay, and job mean here a specific order, a specific construction project. If we working in a construction company and you recording the various details here, I think we given majority of the information to the QuickBooks software, and it will be more than okay. So just make it okay, and the list is prepared. Mean Rahim Gardizi, we have 2 customer here. This is the list, and you can design C list. List come to the customer and vendor list, customer list, customer type list. So this is the customer list. Okay, reference, I am clicking on the retail. So okay student, now we coming to the list of items and services. Clear? Item and services, click on item list. Okay. Now in this list we have to add all items in which dealing with customers one by one. For example, we purchasing steel products from a steel mill and then selling to the customer. So what are these different types of steel products which will be added here and then sold to the customers? For example, I'm adding first item, new. Okay, how you will do this? See student, first of all you clicking on items and services. Then what you doing? Whenever you adding a new item to the item list, you clicking on this one. But whenever you want to edit the name of an item, duplicate item, delete item, add edit multiple items. So these are the various options, but we adding or developing list by adding one by one. Okay. Click on new, and then see there are different options. Services mean if the item list, if a company providing services to the customer, mean if the cobble steel providing some engineering services, then we clicking on this one, okay. And if we providing inventory parts like steel products, we clicking on this one. Inventory assembly, this is also very important, but this it will be used in the case whenever you producing the same item by yourself. So then you clicking on this, then you need a bill of material, but we will study later on whenever we converting the carbon steel into a steel manufacturing unit. But in this stage you just think that this company is a trading company which purchasing steel product from the different steel mills from abroad and from the local steel mill, then selling to the customer. So in this case it is a trading company, but whenever it producing its own steel product, then it will be a steel mill or a production unit. Non-inventory part are some parts like you purchasing some supplies, okay, and you do not want to track it in the inventory list, then you clicking on this. Other charges, whenever you clicking on other charges, it will goes to the invoices, subtotal it will goes to the invoices, groups and discount. Whenever you want to make different type of groups, like there is a group like steel bar, I-beams, okay, like in a supermarket there are various group of products, like these are cosmetics, these are juices, these are electrical product, then you selecting this option. Discount, whenever you clicking on discount, it goes to the invoice, okay. So first of all we clicking on inventory part because we are working in a trading company. So in case of trading company we will add what? Inventory part. I will tell you one by one about these different types of items. Clear? So in this time you just understand simple things, and from simplicity gradually we will go to the complexity, and you will know the complicated things of the QuickBooks software as well, okay. So here for every item there should be a specific number. You can add any number, so 1 2 3 4, okay, and these may be 4 number, and always it could be started from 1, like I'm saying 1001 for one item, 1002 for different. These are the codes, and QuickBooks software only knows these codes, okay. So this is mean 1001 item, and sub item mean whenever you want to create categories here, so you clicking on this and you will add what a category or sub item. So that may be inventory part, item number, a name and number. For example, I am saying steel rebar, okay, steel rebar, and that may be mean in different sizes, like I'm saying 18 mm, okay, and 40 feet, okay, 40 feet, okay. This is one. So here you have to select, this is very important, okay, sale. Mean if you do not selecting sale, the QuickBook will not save this item. For example, whatever you writing here, okay, but you have, okay student, because I'm adding a category, so there is no need to add more details here. You can write down it in the description. Steel rebar, okay, rebar means sikhi okay. And whenever you clicking, so QuickBook will tell you you have to associate with this mean income account. This name should be added within income account. Why income account? Whenever we purchasing an item, then we selling, so that specific income account must be associated here, okay, where the sale revenue goes to that specific account. So I am adding here sale account, and sale is an income account here, okay. And this is the cost of goods sold account. Mean cost of goods sold is automatically selected. If you want to associate this item with another, so you can, but cost of goods sold is the right account here. Manufacturing part number mean this is like in automobile businesses, every part have a separate part number and you writing here. Okay. Okay, so steel bar. Okay, in this case, first of all, item name. You have to write down the complete detail of the item. For example, I am saying steel rebar 18 mm. Okay, we don't need here. You can write down in the description. So steel rebar 18 mm, okay, with 40 feet length, complete specification, locally made or locally produced. Okay, so here whenever you clicking on tab button, automatically this specification or description coming to the sale information. Look, this is purchase information, this is sale information. On purchase information, whenever you making a purchase order or purchase invoice, so this information will be there. And whenever you making a sale invoice, so this information will be there. Always in this identical product, the specification or the description is similar, so we writing similar. Cost, for example, you purchasing per ton $500, and sale price, for example, I am purchasing on $550. For every item, sale account will be selected. Keep in mind, for every item, income account will be selected. If you do not selecting income account for a specific item, it means that QuickBook will not accept. Once again, I am telling to you, look, I have deleted this, but whenever I am clicking on OK, the QuickBook giving me an option. You must specify, mean that selecting of income account is must. If you do not selecting income account, the QuickBook will not accept this item. So income account is must. So associated with an income account, and what will be the income account? Sale account. Why we selecting these specific account? For example, if we dealing in different products, for example, there are different groups, like one is steel bar but the other is steel beam, and I have to track the revenue which is received from the steel bar and the revenue which is received from another item. Like I am giving a okay, add new. Okay, so account is income, type is income, but I'm writing here revenue from income account is what? Revenue from steel bar. Okay, so whenever I am selecting this account, then all sale made of the steel bar will goes to this specific account. So save and close. No, this is steel bar. And another account I'm adding here, that the revenue which is coming from another product or another group of product, that is, for example, steel beam. Okay, so you selecting here steel beam, save in revenue from steel beam. Okay, revenue from steel beam, save and close. Okay, so steel beam, that is not steel beam, that is steel bar. Clear? I have to make it. Okay, these are different information. Asset account, so whenever we purchasing or we selling some product or item, so it also hitting another account which is called inventory account, because unsold goods goes to the inventory like closing stock. So inventory asset is here. Reorder point, minimum reorder point mean, for example, I am saying that I will order this item whenever it is reached to 10, and maximum, these are very important information from management point of view. Maximum, like I will never purchase if I have 600 ton in the stock, okay, for this specific product. On hand, we mean right from the beginning how much unit you have in hand. So I'm saying that in hand I have nothing. If you have something, so you can record in total value. So you recording the total value and automatically it will be divided in units. Okay. So but we don't have in the beginning inventory, so I'm leaving it, make it okay, and the item will goes to. So these are mean if you making some grammatically mistake, and then it replacing, or if you ignoring, so it will be ignore all. Always look, one item is added to item list. Clear, student? This is one group, okay, and I'm adding another item to another group. I mean, these are bars, steel bar, but I'm adding another item which is called steel beam. Okay, so again the inventory parts name steel beam. Okay, beam girder. Okay, bar या rebar agay tamanga sikh goal way sayda steel beam 75 kg with 40 feet, okay, or 12 feet. Clear? This is the link. And if you want to add a number, you can also add a number here, 1 2. Okay, sub item up mean here you adding a category. One is here for steel bar, but I'm in another category which is called steel beam. Okay, steel beam. So you have to select what the sale account, steel beam. Income account is what? Steel beam. Income account is must. If you do not recording or selecting income account, QuickBook will not accept this item. So you can write down some description or some specification like steel beam, okay, with 75 kg, okay, and with 12 feet length, okay, 12 feet length, okay, and you can also record the diameters, like I'm saying this is 14 inch. Okay, the same information will goes to cost. For example, the cost is 550 USD and the sale price, and then you selling it on the how much? 650 USD. So here is a prepared vendor, mean if you deciding or if you making a purchase policy that all steel beam will be purchased from where? Will be purchased from this specific company like Han Steel. Okay, so here make it okay. This is the category we made here, and steel beam you recording the same information. Cost is 550 USD and the sale price is 600 USD, and the income account is this is beam, so you recording revenue from steel beam. Okay, so these are the prepared vendor if you associating this product with Han Steel. So okay, these are the information minimum and maximum as I told you. Make it okay. So look student, this is one category, means sub item up. In this category we have one item, we have second item in another category. In this way you can add 100 of item to the item list. Clear student? Know why these item list and these purchase list and customer list are important? No, you going to the operation, okay, selecting what? Vendor, automatically it is Han Steel, you selecting item. Now we have item list and the list is displayed here. Whatever you purchasing mean this one. So automatically the rate is here. You just putting what? The quantity. That how much quantity you need. For example, I need 100, so you putting 100. The customer list is mean ABC company, Rahim Garduzia, whatever the name may be. So you design the list. And what is the purpose of these lists? The purpose of these lists is to facilitate your operation. Let me check the time. 51 minutes. So we have to stop. Once again, I'm revising the today lesson in your mind. Look, student, whenever you starting QuickBooks software, then you have to design and customize the QuickBooks software to facilitate a smooth operation of the financial transaction or of your business. So therefore these lists are very important. Basically, designing and customization of QuickBooks software is to design various lists. I mean, you have to design vendor list, customer list, item list, fixed asset list, price list. These are the various lists you designing in the QuickBooks software. In literally, these are called customization or designing of our QuickBooks software. Whenever you designing and developing software, QuickBooks software, according to your business needs and requirement, this is called what? Customization or designing what? QuickBooks software. I hope you understand. Thank you, student. Tomorrow I will send you another video which will be operation of the QuickBooks software, that how purchase order will be made, how inventory will be received, and how different reports will be checked in the QuickBooks software. Thank you very much. Bye bye.